Howdy there, Murdoch here, and we're back in this video with another Halo Loot Crate video. And I know I normally like to start these things off with something funny, but I didn't really have anything this time. Uh-oh. Something ceramic in there, I think. They haven't screwed me yet, but there's a big crunch in this box. Howdy, welcome back. I know it's been a little while. I guess maybe it hasn't really been all that long, but it just always feels like it's been a while, especially recently. I need to get more on top of doing these things. I got so much I want to do. So much I want to do. I believe this is the 10th one overall now. I've done all 10. I'm going to keep doing them as long as they keep putting them out. I believe the theme for this one is Let's Get Tactical, I believe. I'm wrong like half the time on those, and I usually have to like fix it in post or whatever. I think the minifigure in this one was advertised to be Sergeant Johnson. Let's open the box, and as per usual, we have the grandpa knife. We got the eyes-only Spartan dossier thing. Essentially, it looks like a profile on Sergeant Johnson. So full name, Avery Jr. Johnson, classified transmissions right there with Sergeant Johnson. Got the figure here. We'll look at this in a second. Yep, there is definitely a mug in here. It's definitely broken. Oh, okay. These are socks. They are like elite socks. It doesn't totally convey for me. I love silly socks. I used to always wear silly socks. It used to be like my Saturday thing. It just looks like an elite body, right? They're really thick. They seem like they'd be really warm, like almost like athletic or like padded. And I don't know. They're thick. They're nice quality. Generally, you know, for like nice quality, like silly print type socks, you could typically expect to spend somewhere between like, I don't know, usually a low of $8 to upwards of like $15. I'm just gonna round to 10. We have the pin here, brute shot, it looks like, right? That's a brute shot, I believe. There you go. The Let's Get Tactical, like brute shot pin. It's fairly well sculpted, but it's sort of unremarkable. The thing I might like about it is if you really wanted to rep Halo kind of subtly, if you put that on a hat or something, like someone would really have to be in the know to get it. And that could be a cool thing, but also could be a little bit too obscure to be anything of any significance. Normally, like an enamel style or whatever pin, you know, you normally expect to pay somewhere between $5 and $10. We'll say $5 to be conservative, so $5 value on the pin is what I perceive that to be. So we're up to about $15. Like all the figures that come in a nice box, you can pause here if you want to read all that fluff. There you go. Got Sergeant Johnson on the back. A nice picture of the figure there. Gives you instructions. There you go. Super complicated. Yeah. This is a pretty darn cool figure. This one's up there. This one is one of the best ones, I think. It's all fuzzy now, I just realized. But, well, we're gonna be zooming. The drawbacks of manual focusing your camera because it's fuzzy as you drop shit everywhere and you look like a buffoon. So there's Sergeant Johnson. You have the guilty spark right there, the monitor. He's just kind of like leaning on him. He's got a cigar there, which is really cool detail. The sculpt on this one is pretty darn good. It's not overly cartoony. It's just cartoony enough, I think. It's executed well, clean. There's some paint bleed and stuff, but you know, that's fine. I mean, at a glance, like it's totally cool. Not a big deal at all. This one's definitely up there. This one I think is certainly one of the cooler figures, especially in the new wave. He's got an ammo case and a shotgun down there. So yeah, cool, that's a win. That one's really, really nice. I like this one a lot. This one is definitely up there for me. An exclusive figure, you know, Super Deformed style, collectible figure like this, you normally expect to pay somewhere between like $15 and $20. We'll just say $15 this time around. I don't recall what I normally price these at, but somewhere usually between $15 and $20 is probably what I say. That's what you would expect us to pay for something like this, like in a specialty store, like a comic shop or whatever. So we'll say $15 for math's sake. So we're currently up to $30 in value. We still have the t-shirt and the broken mug. Shirt time. So it's a light gray heather, which is kind of an automatic turnoff for me. It's a color I personally find the Covenant symbol. I might have to cheat. Oh, the clue kind of is the Arbiter stuff, right? It's alright, mark of shame. Sorry, everybody. Somebody else would have known. But anyhow, the shirt itself, it's so soft. That's the thing. Like, it feels very nice. It's just a light gray heather is not a shirt that, I don't know. I get really weird about gray shirts sometimes. Like, I like dark gray heather I'm cool with, but sometimes light gray heather just makes me feel like I'm back like in a middle school gym or something. If it's a color that appeals to you, it's a super nice quality shirt. Like, it feels really nice. Most of their shirts, I'm rubbing myself because I'm wearing one of the shirts. Most of the shirts they use, whatever they print the shirts on, whatever brand, they're really nice quality for the most part. Normally, you expect to pay $20 for a normal graphic tee, especially, once again, you're thinking kind of like specialty shop kind of prices, not necessarily like mass market retail like Target. Like, you'll never ever find this kind of shirt in a Target. Certainly not a favorite for me personally. It is cool that it's subtle. Like, it's not like, hey, I'm a big stupid nerd. Like, this can kind of be anything. And maybe that's also part of the problem I have with it, that it can kind of just be anything. Maybe a lot of you will love it, and that's totally cool too. Different strokes, different strokes. Also, if you had any interest, this is the poster, and on the back side, of course, it has a bonus rec pack, which I won't count as any value. And a lot of you guys like to see the inside of the box, so try to get that in the shot. There you go. Pretty well rendered. And last, and certainly least, because it's broken, shipping mugs are tough, guys. The only padding in the box, essentially, is provided by, in this case, the socks and the shirt. And mine got very mildly crunched. That's well within the realm of what I think is actually fair to expect from the Postal Service. So we got the mug here, and it's, in that box, loosely, the only things really protecting it are 1.5 wraps, a bubble wrap, so that's a bummer. There you go. So the image is pretty cool, it's put on there well enough, simple, made in China, that's really all. But it's cool, like, very usable, nice enough mug. I feel like there'd be a lower rate of breakages if you put these in a foam block in a box. Obviously it's a $0 value because it's broken. Now, if it were not broken, I'd expect to pay $10 to $15 for a licensed mug is about right. Normally I price the shirts at $20. The mug I would have theoretically said $10 to be conservative. I had $30 before between the socks, the figure, the pin. I don't count the dossier thing. I don't count the rec pack, and I don't count the poster. That's how I roll. So theoretically, had everything been in one piece, I would have said arguably up to a $60 value. But I don't love the shirt. Mug is broken, so that's almost, by my math, $30 already gone. The pin is one of the least remarkable pins yet, so don't love that. I love silly socks. I like them. I'll call the socks a win. The figure is most definitely a win. So I don't know. This is about as close as I've ever gotten to not recommending a crate. I think this is a really good buyer beware crate. I think this is a really great example of why someone might want to watch one of these silly videos to figure out if they should put their money out there. If I were not making videos on these things, I probably wouldn't. I would want him, but I don't know that I would order this crate. So maybe I'm not recommending this crate. I don't know. This one is very much a buyer beware crate. So you see all the parts. If they look cool to you, awesome. Go for it. Intellectually, the numbers still make sense. Yeah. Huh. It's weird. Normally I'm a little bit more like, yeah, Lootcrate, you're an idiot if you don't buy it. But you gotta know what you're buying. And once again, great buyer beware crate. So love it for the Sergeant Johnson. Everything else I could have lived my life without just fine. But thanks for checking out the video. I really appreciate it. I honestly really do. So thank you very much. Leave any comments or questions down there. I'll do my best to answer them. But if you enjoyed the video or you found this to be helpful, please hit that like button. If you'd like to see more like Halo, Legendary, Loot Crate unboxings, I'm doing all of them and lots of other silly stuff on this channel. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. As I always say, it makes me feel like I accomplished something. But otherwise, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye.